it's time for another pickups video. I don't know if you can tell behind me, but I have moved my shelving around. It used to be sort of at like a kind of like an L. Now they're actually side by side, and I look to be getting another shelf. So maybe I'll do a game room update sometime in the future. But this video is all about pickups, and it's pretty good stuff. I'm pretty pleased with what turned out this this month thus far. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll start out with a movie, which I don't know if I've ever really shown a movie in a pickups video before, besides that Alien set that I got, but this was a movie I just had to get. It was only $5, and it was Godzilla Final Wars. Huge Godzilla fan. As a kid, this was just what I loved. I loved big monster movies like King Kong, Godzilla especially. So I had to get this. It's his last movie for a while. They're gonna put him to rest for a little bit. So I watched this, and honestly, I was kind of disappointed. It really didn't do much for me. It wasn't that good. I was expecting a lot more. So that kind of sucks, but that happens. And next is a current gen purchase. Now, just want to make sure it's still all good. If you saw my Amazon video, where Amazon sent me a shitty copy of the last story on the Wii, they actually sent me another copy that was also shitty, so I returned that one. It's unbelievable, really. And then they finally sent me this one, and it's good. Actually, it's very good. It's in mint condition. The last story, it actually comes with the soundtrack, which was on the outside in a separate seal. I took the soundtrack off so you could see the cover. And I think I'm going to leave this sealed, actually, and here's why. Because I played through most of the game, and I got stuck at a boss, and, you know, I really don't see myself finishing it. It's a good game. In fact, Ball and Nick, 1982, did an excellent review on this. I'll put the link to his video. He knows his RPGs, and he really likes this game. And it was fun. It was fun. I just got stuck at a boss. It got frustrating, and I think I'm just going to keep it sealed. I mean, if I ever want to play it, I guess I could open it, but for now, I think I'll just keep it sealed. The soundtrack is also sealed, because unfortunately, it's just in like a little paper sort of thing, like Wii Sports, that sort of little paper thing, so whatever. But last story, got that. And now 3 more current generation games. I know that'd be 4 for this semester. For this semester, wow, for this pickups video. The first one is a 3DS game. Actually, they're all 3DS games, but the first one is Tetris Axis. And I wanted this because, first off, I like Tetris. Who doesn't? And I thought on the 3DS it could be pretty cool. You know, unfortunately, I was disappointed with this too. You know, I don't know what I was really expecting. It's basically Tetris, and a lot of the mini games, they just aren't very fun. So this was kind of a waste. Luckily, it's pretty cheap, so I didn't waste too much. But I really wouldn't recommend this unless you're a really big Tetris fan. So that kind of sucks too. But these next 2, however, are different. This is from, oddly enough, these are from a guy on. Ooh, I don't know if it was I think it was Nintendo Age. I want to say it was Nintendo Age, but I got 2 3DS games from him for $35 shipped. So I thought that was a great deal. The first one is Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4, the 3D edition. This comes in a slipcase. This has a sort of a 3D effect, and then this is normal. I'm not big into fighters, but I thought this would be interesting, and it's actually a lot of fun. This is a good game. Plays a lot like the older ones. Like on the Genesis, whatever, with updated graphics, of course, but the 3D is also pretty cool in this. I like this game. I'm not much into fighters, but I like this. And this next one is the whole reason I wanted to buy the 2 games. And this game is absolutely phenomenal. I love it. It's New Super Mario Bros. 2. Now, a lot of people are saying that, and rightfully so, that this game suffers from not being so much new and just sort of being like the others, and that's true. But this is the best one thus far. I mean, they're all similar, but this is easily, for me, my favorite. Just the coin collecting, it's so much fun. This is so much fun. I love this game. Just beat that 100%. Got all the star coins and everything just the other day, so that's pretty cool. That's it for modern stuff. So the rest is all retro. Now, I got some Super Nintendo games here, but first, let me just show you real quick. I got this Game Boy game for $1.99 from a game store. It's Shadow Warriors, which is essentially Ninja Gaiden on the Game Boy. I'm not sure if it's like a port or if it's a completely original game. I know the cover of the game is the same as the NES version of Ninja Gaiden. Now, I'm confused because there's also a version of this game that says Ninja Gaiden and then Shadow Warriors as a subtitle. This one doesn't say that, it just says Shadow Warriors. I'm not quite sure if there is actually a difference or what, but whatever. It was only $1.99 and I thought that was a great price. Alright, next are some Super Nintendo games. You got 6 loose carts here. Nothing spectacular, but some pretty cool stuff. This first game, I think it was like 50 cents. It's Hal's Hole-in-One Golf. I actually haven't played this. I do enjoy golf games, but my favorite golf games are like the Mario Golf series, of course, and then like the newer Tiger Woods games. I like those too. These ones, they don't really do it for me, but you know, it's 50 cents, whatever. And this one is a game, believe it or not, I just didn't have, and it's extremely cheap, and it's supposed to be extremely good. F-Zero, which is a racer, basically. Haven't played this actually. I'm not too big of an F-Zero fan, but it's supposed to be pretty good. I'll give this a shot one day. Next are a couple of side-scrolling shooters. This one is supposed to be pretty bloody, and I watched some gameplay of it, and it looks okay. It's Mutant Chronicles Doom Troopers. Let's see, where'd I get this? This was from Atari Age. I got this and another game from a guy for $10 plus like $3 shipping, so 13 shipped. Yeah, this game looks okay. I haven't played it like I said, but it looks alright, and it's not. I don't think it's going to overtake Contra as my favorite shooter, but it looks okay. And then this game was also $5, just like that one from the Atari Age user, and this one has an excellent price on it. It's ActRaiser 2. Now I have the first one, didn't have this one, now I do. So now I've got these. It's a pretty cool side-scrolling action game, I suppose. I guess I'd recommend it. It's not terribly expensive, so. And then these last two were just some kind of random games. This game always looked fun to me. Total Carnage. It's an arcade port. Turns out it's okay. It's kind of like Smash TV, if you've ever played that. Or the top-down stages in like Contra games or something like that. And then this one is actually pretty cool. It's called Super Turrican. This was a pretty good game as a shooter. Robot. You're sort of like an android type character, so that was pretty cool. This one, I think it was $9.99, but at the game store I bought a couple other games and ended up getting F-Zero for free, so it's a whole mess, but the most expensive game was this, and it was $9.99, so. Okay, now on to, I'm just getting them here. We'll do one Sega Saturn game and then move on to 3 Sega CD games. This one is in one of my favorite series ever, and that's Road Rash on the Saturn. You know, I played this and I actually do like it. My favorite is the first one on the Genesis, so I don't know, that'll probably always be the case, but this is fun. This is good. I did enjoy it. The problem I like with these is that they try to be like more realistic, almost like that Mortal Kombat character look, which I'm not a huge fan of, but this is a fun game. This is fun. I'd say better than the Sega CD version. I'll say that for sure. Oh, where are we going to set this? Alright, next are 3 Sega CD games, and one of them really is surprising to me. I'll get to that in a minute, but the first one is Shadow of the Beast 2. I love the cover art on this. I think the cover art's... Damn glasses. I think the cover art's really cool. But the game, it's just okay, I guess. I have the first one on the Genesis. Nothing really special. But that was $5, so that's a pretty good deal. The next one is a game that tends to go for a little bit of money. And it's a shooter on the Sega CD. It's Robo Aleste. You know, I played this, and I was slightly disappointed. I was sort of expecting more. It's pretty standard. My favorite shooter on the Sega CD is Android Assault, and this one's not going to top it, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, and then this is crazy. This game... Oh, gotta do a balancing act over here. This game is weird. Okay, I saw it at Goodwill. Paid $2.99 for it. And at first I passed up on it. Because I was like, oh, typical sports game. I don't want it. And it's NBA Hang Time 95. But then later I got home and I looked that up. And there was only one on eBay, and it was a bid. And it was at like $5, and it had a few days left. And I was like, you know, that's strange. Usually sports games don't get that high. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go on a hunch, and I'm going to buy it. So I went back later that day and bought it. The copy that was on eBay ended up selling for like $40, and then maybe 4. Let's see, baseball, basketball, there's a football one, I think. Maybe there's only 3, I don't know. But this one's actually pretty rare, and it usually sells for about 40 plus. So I had no idea, because you learn something new every day, and I'm really happy to have that. Alright, real quick, just an NES game a guy wanted $5 for, and I thought, on Atari Age, and I thought that was a really fair price. The Guardian Legend. Again, to reference Ball and Nick, he really highly recommends this game. I haven't played it. I know it's got some goofy cover art, but it's supposed to be good, so. Okay, and then this is just the creme de la creme. Just the absolute best pickup I've had in a while. Paid $50 for an NES game, if you can believe it. Yeah, I know. But it's worth probably twice that, and that's Snow Brothers. I got it at a video game store. The same one I got Robo-Lest at, and Total Carnage, and whatever. But I paid $50 for it, and it's in pretty good shape, you know. It was an X-Rental and had stickers on it, but I got them off, and it looks pretty good. I wouldn't say mint, but it's pretty solid shape. No rips or anything. Was extremely pleased to have this. I played it, want to do a review on it. I know I say that a lot and I end up not doing it, but I actually do want to do one on this, because I don't think there's very many on YouTube, so yeah, very happy with that. Alright, then just 2 more quick things. From a game store, this was $5, a guide to Metroid Prime Trilogy, one of my favorite Wii games. It got me back into playing it, and I'm about halfway through Metroid Prime 1. I'm not very far in, I know. I got 2 more games after that one, but this is an excellent game, and the guide is very helpful. And the last thing is just the box and the insert. And the box isn't in great shape, but when he, it was just an empty box stacked, like in the front of the store for display. I asked if he would sell it, and he said yeah. And he said $5, and I really couldn't pass up on $5 for a Sega CD Model 2 box with the insert and everything. It's not in very good shape. You can see it's a little worn here, sticker. But this is the real sucky thing about it, is it's ripped here. But, you know, again, for $5, I couldn't really pass it up. A few rips. So overall, it's in pretty poor condition, but again, just the $5 price tag I couldn't pass up. So, that's the last bit. I'm pretty sure I didn't forget anything. I usually do once I get done. I say, oh, why didn't I include that? But that's everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Start with a movie. Which I don't know if I've ever really shown a movie in a pickups video before, besides that Alien set that I got, but this was a movie I just had to get. It was only $5, and it was Godzilla Final Wars. Huge Godzilla fan. As a kid, this was just what I loved. I loved big monster movies like King Kong, Godzilla especially. So I had to get this. It's his last movie for a while. They're gonna put him to rest for a little bit, so I watched this, and honestly, I was kind of disappointed. It really didn't do much for me. It wasn't that good. I was expecting a lot more, so that kind of sucks, but that happens. And next is a current gen. Hey everybody, Cobra DVS here, and it's time for another pickups video. I don't know if you can tell behind me, but I have moved my shelving around. It used to be sort of at like a, kind of like an L. Now they're actually side by side, and I look to be getting another shelf, so maybe I'll do a game room update sometime in the future. But this video is all about pickups, and it's pretty good stuff. I'm pretty pleased with what turned out this this month thus far. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll start a purchase. Now, just want to make sure it's still all good. If you saw my Amazon video, where Amazon sent me a shitty copy of the last story on the Wii, they actually sent me another copy that was also shitty, so I returned that one. It's unbelievable, really. And then they finally sent me this one, and it's okay.